أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا هب لنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذرية ربنا وتقبل دعاء لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين آمين. Last week we, excuse me, what shall I do? Hang on, let me see the same. Yeah, sorry. Two people may be waiting.
He needs the key, right?
Sorry?
He needs the key, right, for the elevator?
No, to enter. Don't close the door. Don't close the door of the elevator when you go out. To make sure.
Okay.
I never thought that, although I said to people, just let me know. Make sure the door is open as well. Door to the stairs is open. But now, when you came, yes, but now.
Should we?
No, that's all right. I think it is on.
Are you sure?
It's still on, yeah. Yeah. So, last week we studied that the human heart comprehends the whole universe, which means simple, very simple. The conclusion is this. Whatever qualities has been manifested in the universe, human heart can correspond it. It means catches it, understands it. Nothing can miss from the capacity, potentiality of human beings. So valuable, every human being, potentially able to communicate with the manifested qualities. That is human heart. This heart, now, did you call me? Did you call me? You did. You did as well. So I received two calls. I don't answer the calls, call numbers that I don't know. I forgot that today is exceptional. Now, still I'm waiting for Naomi.
Yeah.
Because she was, if that her mother is going today. But anyway, if they can make it, they will come. Assalamu alaikum. Get your piece. There is one extra here. Yeah, if anybody comes late and wants, we should offer them. So this heart, now we are going to start from there today. A love that will conquer the universe has been included in the heart. That was the subject of last week. The seed of that fruit, that analogy is between the universe is a tree, human being is the fruit of the universe. It means the universe works totally for a human being. Everybody can share it independently. And heart of the human beings, it means really potentiality of the human beings, which is not the matter, but the fruit has a flesh. It means human body. So we can eat, we can hear, yeah, we can touch, we can see, but heart represents potentiality, human potentiality. You can smell and question what it is. What does it mean for you? You have to question. Sorry? Okay. Yeah. He's taking care of it, so I should not bother. Thank you.
Heart represents the
Yeah,
potentiality.
and the analogy is made between fruit and the seed in the fruit, between human body, physical, and spiritual side of human body. Spiritual side is like the seed of the fruit. Tree is the universe. So you can say, I am a fruit of the universe. It means the whole tree works for you. It's not a cheap thing. The whole universe is for you. That's why every human being is equal to the whole universe. Quran says killing one man is killing all humanity, everything. Because as far as this one man is concerned, he is equal, or she is, I don't know, she is. Is she?
She's more.
She's even more.
More.
Yeah. She doesn't smile. You didn't get it?
No, I was right.
You were somewhere else. Yeah.
She's thinking about person.
So he is equal to the universe, as if you are destroying a universe by killing one man. So doesn't matter. You are ready to destroy the whole universe, because your existence, as far as I am concerned, is for me. I speak to you, I share with you. My existence, as far as you are concerned, is for you. You are given in a universe in which these people exist. Think about that. That's why the classical scholarship said human beings are the center of the universe. Not physically, but really the purpose of the creation. So I think it is enough. Now, do we have any question about this? So heart is the seed of that fruit. Now, thus, we have to talk about this a lot. Thus, only one possessing infinite perfection may be worthy of such an infinite love. Now, because we love everything which attracts our potentiality, communicates with our potentiality in the world. We love everything. This is the heart. Who can satisfy this heart? This is a very simple solution for our practical life. Very practical. If we love one piece in the universe for itself, it means we are trying to satisfy the heart, which can be satisfied only with an infinite source. And this one thing cannot be infinite. One thing, one object. That is the problem of every psychological disease. We love or fear something, a piece in the universe. And heart never gets satisfied with it. But because heart encompasses the whole qualities of the universe, this heart can only be satisfied with an infinite source. It's very simple, very simple. If we don't attach our heart to the owner of the universe, we are bound to be disappointed. No way, depressed. No way to get out of depression. No way to not to be disappointed. You will be disappointed at the very end. You cannot say that I'm done now, perfectly, I am a human being, I have no problem because I obtained that object, whatever it is. But we are obsessed by simple things, partial things. How are we going to do it practically? How are we going to solve our problem? Practically, it's very simple. Everything is the place of manifestation of the creator of the universe. And you may be interested in something. You may fear that something may happen to you in the universe. You may love to have something in the universe, to be successful, to get married, to have a friend, to have a property, get the ownership of a property, whatever we have in our heart. We shouldn't attach our heart to the object itself, but the creator of the object, communicate with the creator of the object, because everything in the universe manifests the qualities of its creator equally. As the creator of the whole universe. When we say, for example, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, praise is due to Allah. Who is this Allah? Who is this Allah? Quran explains that's Rabbul Alameen, the Lord, the sustainer of the whole world is Allah. It means if someone cannot sustain the whole universe, cannot be Allah. And if someone is not Allah, you cannot praise him. Very simple. Human heart can only praise the one who controls, creates, who is the source of the all worlds, everything, all objects in the universe. Only that one can be the creator of the object I want. I love to have. The object I want to have, and say that I am going to be satisfied. You can get down if you like more. That is a very simple process, but unfortunately we are not used to. Very simple process. People put it in Nursi's writings also very frequently reference has been given to this. Very frequent reference. If you love this pencil, love it in the name of its creator, not the pencil itself. So simple. Because the pencil is itself an enough an evidence to the qualities of the creator of the whole universe, but look at it from existential point of view, not the human-made thing. How does it exist? The quality of this plastic metal, whatever, the mechanics, it were, how do they exist? You will understand that only the one who controls the whole universe is the source of the creation of the whole universe, can be the source of existence of the pen. Even human made, okay, existence of the human capacity to make it, to find out the rules established in the universe by the creator of the universe. By the creator of the universe. It's very simple. They say in Islam, it's a very common, Bismillah means in the name of God. Who is this God? We have to say, who is my God? Very simple. Whoever created the whole universe is my God. If someone cannot be the creator of the whole universe, cannot be the creator of this pencil. Very simple. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen must be understood in this way. It's a very good guidance, how to think, how to really live in this world. When you say, even when you are praying, don't say, praise be to God, who is the Lord of the universe. No, praise be to God, who must be the Lord of the universe, then this is God. Then this will be God. If someone is not the Lord of the universe, cannot be worthy of praise. Because no one can be the creator of a partial thing. No one can create even one atom. No one. So only the one who created the whole universe in its entirety can be God. The heart must be attached to him. If you attach your heart to the pencil, you get the pencil, forget about the creator, and attach your heart. Your hand will hold the pencil. Understandable? Material side, bodily side, our body. Hold the pencil. But heart will not love the pencil, the creator of the pencil. Creator of the pencil. So you will evaluate the existence of the pencil in his terms, not the pencil itself. When pencil breaks or you lose it, what happens? Okay. Because my heart was attached to its creator, not the pencil itself. My hand loses the pencil. Oh, I don't have any pencil in my hand. But my heart, it still loves the creator of the universe because he is the creator of the whole universe. This pattern of thinking must be established in our life. Otherwise, no way of getting out of stress, disappointment. No way. No way for happiness. I don't see it. You may get the pencil, you are very happy, and 6 months later you hear that there is another type of pencil which works better.
At least I got to experience that pencil, right?
Yeah, what?
Torture.
So, okay, I was waiting for your call.
Oh, my phone died.
Is mother here? No. Okay, she's getting ready. All right, I understand. So, it seems to be very simple. The sentence seems to be very simple. Only one possessing infinite perfection may be worthy of such an infinite love of every heart. Yeah, very simple. You have one heart, that is enough. Quran says you cannot have two hearts in one. One is attached to God, one is attached to the pencil. You cannot have. You have one heart, and it only needs to be attached to God. And everything will be His way of communicating with you in practical terms. It means material terms, as far as your bodily relationship is concerned. If someone, for example, says, I want this job, I want this person to get married, or I want to get, for example, my degree. So as soon as I get the degree, I will be the happiest man. Now, just what was the ceremonies? The graduation ceremonies are very. Now, go and see the people. They got it. The first day they take pictures, everything, and in the evening they go home. That's it. So what? So what? They get disappointed. They start applying for a job and there is no job. Why did I spend my time? I'm unemployed now. Before it, I wasn't an unemployed. I was a student. So that is always like this. You get excited with if I'm going to get married with like this and like that. My God. 6 months later, yeah, it has positive or negative effect, but it doesn't make your life perfect. You may get lots of disappointments. How are you going to deal with this? By only not losing yourself in the object. Just the creator said, okay, my heart loves to be graduated. Yeah? And I want in this world to get my degree. Okay. But what are you going to do with this degree, with this marriage? Only as a manifestation of the Creator. So attach your heart to God and thank you, you gave me the pencil. That pencil is the object that we want. You gave me the pencil, thank you. I am pleased with it, but I am not pleased with the pencil, I'm pleased with you. I am pleased with you as the creator of the pencil. I am pleased with you as the object of worship of my heart. My heart cannot have the pencil as the object of worship because it is not worth it. It will be definitely perished away. So simple, it's very simple.
I have a question. So here's the pencil. I want the pencil, but I want to make sure that before getting it, my thought process is correct. So I say, hey, I'm gonna get the pencil in order to see, well, my creator's manifestation in it, right?
Yeah.
And then I get the pencil.
The manifestations of the qualities of your creator are everywhere, not in one pencil only. So you want, for your physical side, you want the pencil, you thought that it is better to have a pencil and write it.
Right.
Okay, that's your preference for your physical life, not your spiritual life. Your spiritual life must be always attached to
the creator
of the whole universe.
Right. However, when we interact,
time and place.
When we interact with the universe, the first interaction is through the physical side, and that's where human beings can get lost into this trap.
Yes.
So when I realize, oh my goodness, I'm liking this pencil, okay, so then I start the whole questioning process. It's created, okay, it's demonstrating the creator's manifestation in it. I think I would want to experience the creator's manifestation with this pencil. And then I get the pencil.
Correct.
And then I still
connect.
But
if the pencil breaks, what do you do?
I'll get another pencil.
Okay. Ask the creator, give me another pencil. Don't be disappointed because pencil perished, but the creator has not perished.
That's a good point.
Hold on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being
Like if I have a mug I love drinking it every morning, and one morning after years of using it, it breaks, slips and breaks, I get sad.
Yes.
Right? And that's okay, because then it makes me question, why am I sad? Right? I mean, it's not wrong to feel sad if I lose something.
No, it's not
I
wrong.
mean, it could be like, wait a second. I mean, like, this mug was given to me by my sister, and I miss her. And you know what? There's a reason why I miss her. I feel that need to be there for her. And where does that need come from? Right? So, I mean, there's the angle of seeing God's manifestation, even if it's, I feel attached to something physical, and I'm sad if I lose it, it's still, I can still see that manifestation.
Yeah, you can. If you can, yes. I'm not saying you cannot, no. As long as you attach your heart to the source of existence of the coffee, you have nothing to lose. If you attach your heart to the coffee, when the coffee finishes, you say, that's it. Disappointment. You can ask next morning again, the same creator with consciousness, I need another coffee this morning. I feel that. That's how you created me, all right? But fair. Then you ask for it. You ask God to give you. We discuss, we analyze every case from existential point of view. Now, you get the pencil, you get your coffee, or you don't get your coffee, is that physical relationship. But this physical relationship must be established on existential level. Whether you get the pencil or the coffee, you have to say what is needed in order for this mug of coffee to exist. To exist. Attach your heart there, not the coffee. Otherwise, you keep getting Thursday of coffee every morning, and you know that one day you won't be able to drink coffee. That is how the universe has been constructed in order to help us understand that the main aim of life on earth is not to get the coffee. Main aim. Your physical relationship, yes. Main aim is to know the absolute creator and be with him. When you don't get it, or your feeling is also created by him. For example, you just wanted to drink the coffee in the morning, you got it, and somebody knocked the mug down and spoiled it. You get disappointed, yeah, but not a total collapse. Not a total collapse. You say, okay, I try to get another one if I can. It collapses because your heart is not attached there. Your heart is attached to the creator. Your physical relationship was there. That you will hold the coffee and drink it and put it send it into your stomach, and the creator will take care of it, how to digest it, etc. And give the taste, and you will be happy with the taste. But taste is coming from where? From the creator, not from the coffee. Coffee cannot be the source of existence of the taste. You know, we should get used to thinking about every matter in terms of existence. You can solve all your problems. People, believing people, non-believing people, whatever they believe in God, they don't believe in God, whatever they do, that is their word. But all the problems, unsolved problems, that we have, ignoring the existential side of the matter and just seeing how they occur in the order of the universe without questioning the source of the order of the universe. Even better, source of the existence of the order of the universe. Materialist philosophy is based on this. Religious imitation is based on this. They are equal, but from on one side to the other side, they take it for granted existence. They are equal there. As far as the taking the existence for granted is concerned, they are equal. How are we going to wake up? Whether you are an atheist or not, doesn't matter. If you are an atheist, what we are talking here, think about the source of existence of whatever you talk about. And if someone says, I'm a religious guy, say, okay, nothing wrong. Think about it, about anything, as far as its existence is concerned. Don't take it for granted. For example, you say, God sent the prophet, the existence of the prophet based on what? You have to look. You have to search for it. So you say, Quran is the source of information for me or guidance for me. Existence of the Quran is based on what? Don't ignore it. If you don't, you become an imitator. Like the atheist is an imitator of the order, tries to find out the order, and within the order tries to solve the problems. Never questions the existence of the order. So they say this matter A and this matter B, when they come closer, they attract each other. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. They attract each other, this is correct. Question the source of existence of the attraction. Question the source of existence of the attraction. If you don't, you will be an imitator in both sense. An imitator atheist and imitator religious man. But imitator. We are not comparing which one is better, which one is no. But this is the case, inshallah. So it seems to be simple, but I found that this subject, as I was thinking, what are we going to study today? I read this sentence, I said, that's it. The whole day, we can just repeat the same reality, same thing, but needs to be established because we have many problems. Everybody has many problems. I have many problems. If you closely look at your problems, you will understand that the source of the problem is your focus of attention. Your focus of attention is zoomed on the object or the source of existence of that object. Which one? Your hand will be extended to get the coffee. Your heart will be extended to connect the creator and say, I am very grateful for the creator of my need for the coffee and the existence of the coffee. So simple. So if you cannot get the coffee, your hand will be disappointed. All right, try to get another one, but never forget that you are asking the creator of the coffee to give you, to provide you with a cup of coffee. And your connection is with God. Your physical connection is with a cup of coffee. But your intellectual, spiritual connection is is with the creator of the Kaaba. So simple. But ask me, how much are you successful in fulfilling this simple project? Very rare. That's why we get burst, we get crazy, we get angry, we collapse psychologically. And depressions, we don't want to wake up in the morning, we don't want to draw the curtains back and let the light come in and the fresh air. Life is not, I have nothing. I graduated from the college and I have a good degree, but still I am not unemployed, or my employment conditions are not really very satisfactory. We got lost in small things. Yes, we will struggle, but our heart will be attached to God. Yeah. No, that was the essential subject. We have to work on it. Simple. And you will see, sorry? No, the formula is simple. But the formula is simple. But to practice is not simple. The reason, there are two reasons why to put it into practice is not simple. Two reasons. From one aspect, we are used to thinking of the world in terms of causal relationship. And I didn't have money. That's why I couldn't buy my coffee. I am an unfortunate man. I am worthless. Yep. I am a loser. Even I cannot get a cup of coffee. Because the relationship is horizontal. What is one reason we are under the influence of this horizontal relationship and making analysis at the level of cause and effect relationship? We don't really jump out of the cause and effect relationship and get into the source of existence of cause and effect relationship. No training in the civilization. Not only the secular civilization, now the second side, even in the religious civilization, religious teaching, there is no training. Religion is nothing to do with this kind of things in the culture. Religion is, when are you going to start Ramadan? Monday? Sunday? Have you seen the crescent? Huh? That is religion. In our minds, religion has nothing to do with this world view. Religion has not, just say, God created the universe, finished. I'm done. 95% of the teachings of the Quran is put aside. Now, religion means how to do this, how to do that, according to the religious requirements. There is no why. Nothing. We believe what, for example, the very simple attitude that we are taught. Brother, if you don't believe in Qadar, you won't be a believer, Muslim. You have to believe in Qadar. Without knowing what it is. Do I have to? Yeah. Yes, I do believe in Qadar. Why? What do you mean by it? I don't know. I believe in Qadar. So you have to believe that Muhammad was a perfect prophet, the last prophet. How do you know? Quran says so. Okay? Last prophet. Last prophet. You have to say, okay, Khatam al-Nabi. Khatam al-Nabi. How do you know? I don't know. But I have to accept that he was Khatam al-Nabi. What does it mean? I don't know. So we don't see religion apart from this imitation. So we cannot relate that all my problems in this world, even the physical sufferings, we call them physical sufferings, are because of the lack of our perception of religion, belief. What belief brings into our life? Neither atheistic civilization tells us this and lets us question in this way. No religious teachings in the culture tells us this. But the Quran full of this teaching. Who studies the Quran? We read the Quran. Ramadan is coming. You have to read the Quran from cover to cover. This once more. Finish it. So we just finish it. So I read it. Alhamdulillah. I made khatim. It means completed the reading of the Quran during Ramadan. It was very full of barakah. That's the religion. And we don't look for a solution for our problems within religion, because the religion we know does have no solution. With the religion we know does have no solution. When you study the Quran is full of description of this kind of analysis. This kind of analysis. Keep saying that I am the Lord, I am the Lord, I am the Lord. What are you doing? I decide about everything. What are you doing? Why don't you get in contact with me? Why don't you acknowledge me? Why don't you see that I am operating? The objects are themselves are just transient things. Why do you lose yourself in the objects? So you have your projects in this world. If I got let's say, a house and a wife and a profession, good job, I will be happy. I swear by God, when you get all of this, you may be more miserable man possible, in physical terms as well. You have to have now 10, 20 different kinds of insurance to guarantee, try to guarantee, and you know that nothing guarantees. At the end, you will die. And at the end, they will perish away. You know that. It's not a solution at all. But the religion comes, the Quran comes, actually, God's religion, God's guidance comes and tries to educate your spirit, your heart, your spiritual side. How can you live in this world in terms of His Lordship? He is the Lord. He is the owner. That's very simple. Would you like? Yeah.
Just to sort of summarize what we discussed so far. So we said that the universe is like a tree, and we, the human being, is like the fruit, and that the whole universe is in the service of the human being, to deliver meaning to the human being, to provide meaning and messages to the human being. And within the human being, there's a seed. Within the fruit, there is a seed, and that seed is the capacity of infinite love. Infinite
heart. We call it heart. We call it heart, but the Quran calls it the heart as well. When the Quran says, please carry on, it's beautiful summary. Hearts can be satisfied only by remembering God. It means attributing the things to God.
Which makes sense why we're in constant contact with the universe, to be in constant contact with constant manifestations of infinite love, to feed this capacity that we have. But what we ended with, the last point that we ended with, was that we are human beings in contact with the universe, facing always disappointment, because the conclusion of that discussion was that we focus our attention on the physical things as physical. The physical part of our being focuses our intention on the physical objects. And that is why our infinite capacity, the seed within this heart, is going to be constantly disappointed.
Yes.
Because that disappointment is a signal or reminder to refocus our attention on the creator of the whole universe and the capacity or the meaning in the whole universe that's being given to us, instead of focusing narrowly on an object.
On object itself.
The object itself.
Perfect. Someone?
Can I follow up with a question? So, okay, so previously we talked about how the physical objects in the universe is also a medium or a vehicle for us to recognize and identify and create, right? Okay. Now, if we have identified a physical object and used that as a medium, but then we lost that object, right?
Yeah.
Here's the dilemma. You lose the object, then you lose the medium through which you identify or you are connecting with your creator, right? Or you're communicating with your creator. So this is where it becomes very difficult. Keep on, if you lose one, how in this moment in time, it's not about a pencil, but maybe something that's more meaningful, like losing a child or a parent or any loved one, for example, or anything else of that sort, right? This is where, at this moment in time, how can you reorient yourself to find another medium to communicate with your creator, while at the same time just not lose, focus of.
Yeah, we have two ways of living in this world, and after you would like to say something, I think, yeah? So after you do, it's very simple. The answer is very simple, and we can practically do it. Yep.
No, I don't think, I was just going to say, I don't think that, like, I would find it hard to believe that proof of a creator would be based on one thing.
Not at all, yeah.
So that's one problem, I think, maybe with that, is that some things are more important than others, certainly. So I think you would mourn the loss of a loved one or a parent or something, certainly more than the loss of a tree in the park. But right, but I think that maybe the belief is usually based, at least for me, it's more based on like more examples maybe than just one.
Yeah, everything. So without losing the trace of this problem, seems to be, if I don't get the coffee in the morning, I lose my connection with the creator.
If this caffeine is the most important mean by which you communicate with your creator, yes, it's number one. You've always been consistently doing it.
It is my perception.
Yes.
Now, what we are learning here, you have a physical body and you have heart. Now, your physical body will be attached to the physical object, coffee itself. But your heart will never be attached to the coffee itself. Existential connection needs to be established. Your heart will be connected to the creator of the coffee. Now, in the process of thinking, what we said, the Quran's guidance also perfectly fits there, that we appreciate that Quran's guidance. But if only we know how to read the Quran. So it needs a training. So Quran says, the creator, the owner of the coffee, to whom your heart will be attached, is the creator of everything, including your senses. Including your senses, your love for the coffee as well. He knows it. We are not here in this world to drink coffee. We are here in this world to drink coffee or tea or water or something else, to acknowledge the creator of the whole universe. That's why we have to train ourselves in finding out the way to teach and remind us that in order to be able to create one atom, the source must be able to create the whole universe. We repeat this sentence, and I am proud of this sentence, not ashamed of it because we keep repeating it. If some source, something, cannot create the universe, cannot create an atom, we have to establish this. If something cannot be the creator of the universe, cannot be the creator of an atom, cannot give existence to an atom, let alone a mug of coffee. So your heart must be with him. So your relationship is, I want coffee. You can say, because my creator gave me the sense of loving coffee. Welcome. But your creator. So you search for the coffee within his laws, his order. Okay. Can you get the coffee because I want coffee and there is coffee? No. What do you have to do? You have to go and do it, process it, and do it, whatever. That is what we have to do. While we are all doing this, our heart will be attached to the creator of the coffee. Our hands, our physical relationship will be attached to the way to obtain the coffee within the order. Again, this order has been established by him. By obeying this order, if you are conscious of what you are doing, you would say, I am obeying the order of the creator of the order by following these rules. So your senses will direct you. For example, if you want to buy a coffee and you go to a shop where they say, sell, for instance, parts for automobile, you won't be able to get it. But do you think you may be? Because in the waiting place, they have coffee. That wasn't a good example. But not everywhere, but in America, they give you the coffee, so you pacify you, calm you down while you are waiting, don't get impatient. So anyways, that is a trick. But you can get the coffee there too. So somewhere else. So go somewhere else. You learn that it is not the order. It means my creator, I have to follow my creator. My creator says, don't go there, go there. Go another place. Go to another place. That's what we learned. But our heart must be always with the creator. You want to get married with somebody, and yes, as far as you know, within the physical world, this is the best one. But your heart is not there. Your heart is where? The creator of this need, the creator of this person, yeah? And if it happens that if you cannot get it, you cannot get it. Because at the end, it is a perishable thing anyways. But the emotions are created by him again. So we respect the emotions. Yes, most lovable ones have effects on us more than if you hear that somebody died in, let's say, I don't know, Ohio, you just carry on your life. But if you hear that the closest relative of yours has died, you take it more seriously. That's how you are created. But this is at the horizontal level relationship. It is not vertical relationship. So we have to have established two different ways. Since lately, we are all discussing the physical side of human beings and spiritual side of human beings. Even the guidance of the Quran, 95% of the Quran guides the spiritual side of human beings. 5% of the Quran, according to some scholars, 3% of the Quran, they interpreted the verses in a particular way. That's correct. 3% of the Quran gives guidance for your physical world. You see the proportion and take your lesson accordingly. Unfortunately, we were discussing at the very beginning before we started the live stream, people ask questions concerning 3% of the 3% part, 5% of the Quran part. They are because they think religion is there, physical terms, in physical terms. So what they do, they go to Egypt, learn the rules, 5%, and come here and become your leader. 95% of the Quran has been neglected. That's why the intellectual capacity of the Muslim community is, I always sound a bit using extreme language, but I don't believe it is an extreme language, is intellectual capacity of the Muslim community is dead. Not working a little bit, 1%, 2%, not at all, dead. There is no intellectual capacity. What happens? Practically speaking, what happens? If there is a council, all the scholars, famous scholars are called for what? How to, when the Ramadan will start. Which day? All the Muslim intellectuals are going to spend weeks in a council for this matter, but the people don't know who God is. They don't know why they are Muslims. They don't know why they should follow the Quran. What is Quran? They don't know. They just say, Quran is our book. That's it. Why? I don't know. We are Muslims. Is there any activity? Any counsel to provide, for example, a reasonable human explanation why God should speak to us? And Quran is one of them. But what they discuss, if someone doesn't believe that the Prophet Muhammad wasn't the last prophet, there will be no other prophet afterwards, he is not a Muslim anymore. No. He may be ignorant, let us forgive him. He may be a Muslim, but not a good Muslim. They argue about it, volumes of books. Is it the intellectual activity of the Muslim community needs to be performed? In this sense, I personally am very serious, never go into this side, because thousands of scholars are busy with them anyways. I don't have to. You cannot know as much as they know. And also, it is taken care of. Why should I bother? But what is neglected? Iman perspective. Why do we believe in what we believe? And we have to try our best. So when you read the Quran, if the Quran starts telling you that your property will be distributed between your mother, and if you are married with your daughter, forget about it. Because there are many experts who will tell you what to do. Don't worry about it. But when the Quran says, I am the Lord, what does it mean? Act in my name. What does it mean? Get on the Ark of Noah. What does it mean? The flood. How can I turn the flood into a vehicle for my ark? Flood? Drowning everybody? Killing everybody? But the same flood was used as a means of salvation by Noah. The ark was carried up by the flood, and this flood carried the Noah's Ark safely, helped them. We say, no, this, the civilization everywhere is very bad. It was like Noah's flood. How can I turn the Noah's flood into my service? So I can save my life through this flood. You can. You can. That's the promise, what the Quran is teaching when the Quran narrates Noah's story. It's very simple. You can. Just know who is sending the flood. Who's sending the flood? Who is sending the water from down, from the earth, from the sky? Who's doing that? Trust him. Know him. Be aware of him. Don't say the situations are so bad. Everywhere we are under the influence of, let's say, secularist civilization or imitative religion. Both of them are equally should be discarded. But both of them are useless. So what am I going to do in this condition? That is the reason for your salvation. Use it. Use it. Be aware of it. You can do that. Now, that's the way the Quran teaches us. We have to concentrate on it. We shouldn't read the Quran for only learning the rules or stories. The rest is stories. We keep saying that you cannot really read the Quran as a storybook, but in fact, we treat the Quran as a storybook, not the book of education in belief system, because belief system is taken for granted. Are you a Muslim? Yeah. Good, mashallah. Why don't you do that then? Yeah? They don't ask you, intellectual capacity is dead. They don't say, are you a Muslim? No, why? What makes you Muslim? They don't ask you this question. Because that needs intellectual activity. And intellectual activity is like that battery. Dead. It doesn't charge. As if finished. Unfortunately, we have to wake up. Simple. But we have to wake up and we have to start from the beginning.
Where's the charger?
Yeah, it's very simple. Very simple. Very simple. I mean, it's very simple. Just be aware what you are going to do. Think about the teachings of the Quran. It's beautiful. And you will see the solution there, but don't take it for granted. Don't take anything for granted. Always think about any matter in this world from existential perspective. It's very simple. Very simple. Study it, inshallah. So I said this last sentence today, only the last sentence of the first paragraph. Yep. Only one possessing infinite perfection may be worthy of such an infinite love. And heart needs infinite love. Heart cannot be satisfied with partial love. It's so simple. Inshallah. So the rest is easy because the second paragraph helps to understand this. Explanations of this. Somebody may read it. Would you like to?
O soul and O friend, two faculties through which one may experience fear and love have been included in man's nature. This love and fear are bound to be turned towards either creatures or creator.
I think we discussed this, either to the creatures, to the cup of coffee, or the creator of the cup of coffee, who is the creator of the whole universe, including yourself, including your need for coffee.
The two faculties are the two aspects of our spirit, right? The
Fear or love.
fear.
But either we are attracted to something, or we want to run away from being afflicted by something. We don't want something or we want something. Very simple. Either we like something or we dislike something. It's so simple. How the heart is operating through love or fear.
However, fear of creatures is a grievous affliction.
Now, fear of creatures. I want the coffee. If I cannot get the coffee, that's the end of the world. So, because our focus is on coffee. Heart, not my hand. My physical body should look for the chain of order to how to get the coffee. But my heart will be attached to its creator. So fear of coffee, fear of creatures, is the example we said today. Fear of coffee is a grievous affliction.
So fear of not having this fear that maybe I may not
Yeah.
get that. So
Not
having
get,
that
in this
fear.
example, not to get it. Or let's say there will be a coffee crisis, economic crisis, that you may not be able to get it. For example,
Yes.
These are the simple examples.
I just to confirm what we said. So we said that the heart wants X thing and should be attached to getting or how to get X thing in the name of the creator of that thing. So there is so if there's a need to attach to X thing, X created thing, then because I was created with that need or that want, then I should pursue the
Physical.
order in the physical world of how to get
Follow.
X thing in the name of the creator, so that the heart doesn't ever connect horizontally to the thing. Rather
So
pursue the order, which is the creator.
the heart needs to be attached to the creator of the order. So simple. So think about the creator. Think about the creator. So this approaching any case from existential level is essential, because if you don't think of the existence of the coffee, how come it exists? Then your heart, your mind, your physical body will be concentrated on coffee itself, because you never thought how it came into existence. Sorry?
It's a very good point, actually.
Yeah. So what you do, you lose yourself in this coffee only. And the lack of coffee, absence of coffee, will be the end of the world for you. It means the disappointment. And it is inevitable. It's a beautiful creation. The law, the principle of the order of creation is such that if I attach my heart to a thing which is not worth it, I get disappointed, which is a mercy of the Creator telling me, reminding me that what I have done was wrong, because there is no satisfaction. But my heart needs satisfaction. It means you are contradicting yourself. You are contradicting the way you are created. That is the mercy of the Creator. So stress, there are lots of people, of course, depressive. characters and stressful life, not satisfied, and they are struggling, I appreciate them personally, because at least they are aware of their illness.
The depressed ones?
Yeah. How about those take everything, saying that, oh, Alhamdulillah, I am a Muslim, I'll go to paradise and, I have to pray and fast and finish. They will never notice what they are missing. I'm very sorry for that. You cannot even speak to them because they feel satisfied. They don't know why, but they artificially feel satisfied because they say, okay, this is the world. Of course, everything will be in the hereafter. So I have to follow the rules and I'm done, guaranteed. Practically speaking, in this world, they don't really practice belief, but take it for granted. So they don't really question, so they don't really feel that they are missing a lot. That is unsolvable problem. You cannot even approach the problem. At least for those people who are disturbed, they are aware that they are not being satisfied. You can speak to them. Yes, you are not satisfied. That's correct. That's the mercy of your Creator, that what you are doing is wrong. That's why you are contradicting your existence. That's why you are not satisfied. It is a sign from your Creator that you are doing something wrong. Let's evaluate it, reevaluate it. Let's think about it. Then you can speak. Okay, that's an interesting point.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
I have to finish my fight. Are you saying that in your disappointment of things not being as you want them to be, and I can use, and I have to use, the styrofoam cups as an example. I really feel strongly about the styrofoam cups. Is that to be interpreted that because the Creator, or because my relationship, if it's on this level, I can translate that as a message, a principle, a way of life that I can then insert on the horizontal level and influence and ask that the order be more aligned with my heart, which I assume is connected to God?
No, the order always calls you to attach your heart to the Creator.
Yes.
But your physical searching for the cup of coffee will be within the order, but you are aware that you are obeying the will of the orderer. So you know that that's what you have to do. You have to go and buy something and make the coffee and try to get it. But at the same time, you are fully aware that it is not the coffee satisfies you, but the Creator of the coffee satisfies you. So use this coffee, or the cup of coffee, as we are using the example today, as a means of acknowledging the Creator of the coffee and acknowledging the Creator of the need in you.
Let me clarify.
Now, connect with Him.
Because I understand this, but I'm talking about reevaluating based on disappointment, based on the attachment to the love of my life is not doing what one needs to do to make me feel loved. So I'm really, am I trying to influence the order and out of line because I should just relax and let the situation be as it is? Or should I say, can we please buy reusable cups and get rid of the styrofoam because I want to influence this world because I'm listening to a message that my higher understanding provides for me.
Creator, yeah. So your disappointment is a sign, because you are created in this way. Your disappointment is a sign to what?
To reevaluate, to ask questions? That's what I'm asking.
Your attachment to the coffee
Yeah.
is not properly done. Against your nature, you thought that coffee is the source of satisfaction, not the creator of the coffee. It means you made a big mistake there. You missed the point. We do, all of us. We made a big mistake there. We missed the point. When we miss the point, then we will never get satisfaction anyways. But we can just cheat ourselves saying that, okay, I will not get coffee here, but in the hereafter I can get it. I will get it and postpone it to the hereafter. Never evaluate the disappointment you are now experiencing and using it. Never use it. That is the worst scenario. Do you understand that? No, but that is a very important point. So saying that, okay, Allah didn't give me coffee here, but I will get coffee in hereafter. I will be really satisfied. Wait for it. Wait until I die. What happened? This distress, disappointment is not used. If you like, how do you say, sold away by replacing it with the eternal life. It's a very general attitude among the believers, those people who think they believe in God, that just follow a tradition. Now, believers, I wouldn't say believers really. Follow a religious tradition. It's a very important point of escapism. But it doesn't mean that there is no akhirah. No, there is, but if you feel the pain here, it means something for you here. Why don't you evaluate it? Why don't you benefit from it? Why do I get dissatisfied? Because I attached my heart to the object, not to the creator. Creator is eternal, object is transient. Very simple. So think about the existence of coffee. Think about the existence of your need for coffee. They are all given to you in order to attach yourself to the creator, not the object itself. So you can say, oh, the one who created me with the love of coffee in this world. This is a sign from you that I should seek coffee in your name. You will provide the coffee for me. If you don't, I know, you know what you are doing. The order is yours. I have to follow the order to get the coffee. If I cannot find the way, I will understand that the order is not giving me the opportunity to have the coffee, but it is not the end of the world. Because you say that my existence is not based on coffee. Because you can see the creator everywhere, you can attach your heart to the creator of the coffee because he is the creator of everything else. This combination we emphasized on this subject from the beginning, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. What it means, if someone is not the creator of the whole universe, cannot be the creator of the coffee. It is impossible. We have to establish this in our minds.
So is it like I'm thinking that there are two levels of disappointment. One disappointment is I love something and I don't get it. But I could reflect on it and be like, okay, so I really want this cup of coffee and I don't get it. But there's this love in me still, and therefore I connect to the source of this love, of this feeling, getting coffee. The other level of disappointment is people using styrofoam cups, which they shouldn't be using, And so now when I get that disappointment, I go back, reflect, reevaluate, and realize that that is not the order. It's against the order of the universe to be using styrofoam cups. Hence I'm disappointed, hence I'm connected to God. Is that?
So your love of coffee is for what?
Sorry?
So your love of coffee is for what? Think about it. Why are you created to love coffee?
Somebody's given me that.
Yeah, so why?
Is-
Why do you think he has given me the love of something and fear of something?
It's good for me. Coffee.
Sorry?
Coffee is good for me in some amounts.
Doesn't get the word.
It's good for me.
Good for you.
And I'm an accident.
But what is it good for you? For your humanity, your heart looks for the eternal, infinite source. Coffee is not the infinite source. So your physical search for coffee must be different from your heart's search for the creator of the coffee. So your heart will journey towards the creator of the coffee. Your hand, your legs will go to the coffee shop. That's two ways. Physical body and spirit side of human beings must be appropriately located. If one is neglected, you don't go to the coffee and get coffee shop and get your coffee, you will always say that my creator has not given me coffee, or disappointed because you have done something wrong against your nature. If you go to the coffee shop and forget about the creator of the coffee and order of obtaining the coffee, who is the owner of the order of this universe, then you will get the coffee, and at the end it won't satisfy you, even if you get the coffee. It won't satisfy you because as a human being, your heart cannot be satisfied with any ephemeral object. Your heart is for the eternal source, absolute source. So it will be contradicting your human qualities again. The mercy of God is such that whatever you do, whenever you do anything wrong, it gives you a signal by hurting, sadness, unpleasant life, saying that you are doing something wrong. Correct yourself, check yourself. Okay. Somebody else? Yeah.
No, I just wanted to, I did want to say that you will not get styrofoam cups. But yes, I think it's good to reflect on why you're sad about this. And there's a verse in the Quran that when I rethink about it in the light of this discussion, it has a different layer of meaning to me. There's a verse that says, وَعَسَى أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَى أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌ لَكُمْ. So do not like something for it may be bad for you, and do not dislike something for it may be good for you. And so in light of this discussion, the extra layer of meaning that I'm getting is that it really depends on my perspective, because I may like something and it may be bad for me because then it makes me not question it because I take it for granted. And if I dislike something, then it sometimes will force me to question it, and then it becomes a good thing.
So it is a call for you, to think about it, whether you are taking a right track or not.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was good to bring this verse into the subject here, because most of this verse has been taken to meaning that if you don't get something, now it was maybe it wasn't good for you. No, not in this way.
That's the way
No, it is wrong. Now, what is right, you should not condition yourself according to your own expectations, but put any event within a larger, if you like, big picture. Within a big picture, it means the universal level. The creator of the universe has given me the liking of coffee, and I am trying to find the coffee. If I couldn't find it, so what am I going to do now? I couldn't find it. He gave me the sense of liking the coffee, but I couldn't find it. No, don't say that, oh, because I couldn't find it, then I am the loser, or I will never get satisfaction because, look, it is not fulfilling. My desire has not been fulfilled. So don't conclude like this, because when you don't get the coffee, your heart is still with the Creator, must be. So your heart shouldn't be disappointed, but you can look for other means of obtaining coffee, still within the order of the universe. Don't be disappointed. The disappointment you get is because of my mistake from the very beginning. It's a reminder.
So you should,
for me.
You shouldn't even be saying it wasn't meant for me. I didn't get
No, try your best, but because your heart is attached to the Creator, whether you get it or you don't get it, wouldn't make much difference for you. It wouldn't be much difference for you.
Okay. I'm appreciative of this verse so that we are trying to understand it in reference to our topic. So this is new information, and I just want to conclude what we're saying. The verse is, you may love something, and it's not good for you. And you may hate something which is good for you. So we're saying that instead of interpreting it like is commonly done and taught, you love this thing, but it's not meant for you, so it's bad for you because it's not meant for you. It's really referring us to say your love for this thing, your love, this capacity for this thing is what's not good for you. And so reevaluating the love and the thing and making a reconnection will help you reevaluate this. In the same way that you may hate a thing, you should reevaluate the sense of hating. You should evaluate this thing in order to reconnect you back to your senses and the creator of your senses.
Creator of your senses, yeah. So it means think about it deeply. If you love something, I'm concluding what you said. If you love something and if you don't get it, don't jump to the conclusion saying that, oh, I'm unlucky, don't come, and it is bad for me. No, maybe think that you don't get it because it is not guaranteed in this world. What is guaranteed? The Creator of the universe is there. It is attracting you. Hey, don't attach your heart to the coffee, attach your heart to me. That is a good reminder. We can.
However, fear of creatures is a grievous affliction, while love for them is a calamitous tribulation.
Yeah, creatures themselves, Yeah, it is really attaching your heart, whether in the love or in the fear channels. But it is both of them are really devastating. Yeah, so why?
And I guess with that verse that we just said, that's captured in shape, like the word shape, it's the thing. Your love for the thing itself is what's calamitous, or your hate for the thing itself is what is calamitous. Because in both cases, you're seeing very horizontally and not seeing meaning in that experience.
That is your perception. Check your perception. Your perception. Check your perception.
For you will fear people who will neither pity you nor accept your pleas for mercy.
So you fear people and objects. So people or objects. You will fear people or objects, lack of the things that you wanted to have or you don't want to have. Yeah? Not only people, you know. Yeah, that's what we have to understand. So, for you will fear people or objects who neither pity you nor accept your pleas for mercy. For example, you sit here and say that I want a cup of coffee. Does it listen to you and comes? Ever?
Never.
Ever? No? They don't listen to you. You have to go there and pick it. You have to go there and get it. Right? They don't listen to you.
That's a great idea.
Sci-fi.
So if it happens, then
Call your mug and it comes. That's a great.
yeah, you have to go and get it. Yeah. So your fear, your love, they don't listen to you. It means you cannot really communicate with the physical objects or the people that they will treat you well. No, they have no option. Even the human beings. So if it is not their benefit, they don't care. So don't be disappointed. Because my fear or my love, sense of fear, sense of love, are not created to connect myself to the objects or human beings themselves, to the Creator. Find out the Creator and attach them to Him. Mm-hmm.
So fear is a grievous calamity.
Yeah.
As for love, the one you love will either not recognize you or will depart without bidding you farewell.
It means transient. Yeah. Somebody told me that the things seem to be, when we want to get it, we get excited, but afterwards, it becomes normal. Yeah. And taken for granted. For example, you have a car, example, and you get excited a few years later, it becomes a normal and you start thinking about the more advanced quality of car and you start feeling the lack of it. It becomes normal for you. The subject was this, which was very important. She is not married. She said, do you think, I think of myself, now I want to get married. It is exciting for me, but after getting married, it becomes normal. Yeah? And it won't be as exciting as I am imagining now. So do you think we are really attaching a lot of importance to the objects themselves? Yeah, that is the problem that we want to solve today. Yeah, the objects themselves. We think that marriage is going to solve my all problems. We think that the job is going to solve all my problems. We are not here in this world to get a job or to get just, we are here to use every means to know who our Creator is and attach ourselves to the Creator. I think we should hurry. Oh, said lots of subject. Okay. We should stop. Yeah. No, carry on. Let's finish the paragraph.
Like your mouth, like your youth and property. Or else, He will despise you because of your love.
Because it won't be a source of satisfaction for you. When you get it, it starts losing its value for you. I think you should experience that.
You have experience in some ways, when you get objects, after a while, it just remains
Yeah,
obsolete.
yeah. Like the best example is the child gets the toy the first day. The child is very much excited with it. The second day looks for another toy. That's the childish attitude, but our adult attitude is the extension of it.
Is it the same thing with marriage? I mean, speak to the married people. Do you feel the same way? Like, if you want to share your experience?
No. No, the practical
The
one.
married people well.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Look, now let's go here. Go ahead.
Have you not noticed that in 99 out of 100 cases of metaphorical love,
Metaphorical love means love for the object itself, not for the sake of the creator, to know it is creator, the object itself, metaphorical love.
have you not noticed that in 99 out of 100 cases of metaphorical love, the lover complains about the beloved?
Because it became old. Yeah?
For to love and idolize worldly beloveds with the inner heart.
Idolize worldly beloveds. The author is very careful about this language. Idolized worldly beloveds. It means seeing that this worldly beloveds, in our example of the coffee, is idolized. What does it mean? Coffee satisfies me. That's it. Coffee satisfies me, marriage satisfies me, money satisfies me, profession satisfies me itself. When you get it, you are happy. When you lose it, you are unhappy. It is a horrible life. It's a horrible life.
So use these as a means to connect to the source, but then be aware that this is just a means. So if you lose it, then you won't get really disappointed because you knew it was just a means and you found your Lord. So find another means to connect, right?
It's very simple.
channels
Again,
to connect to
your
source.
heart will be with God.
Right.
Your hand will be the material things you want to take. So it's very simple. Two sides of the human beings will work together. But whatever your hand gets or doesn't get is not the point. That's what you have to do. That's it. You have to attempt. Yeah, you have to study and get the degree. You have to apply for a job. But if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Your heart is not there because you know that the job is not the source of satisfaction. God, the creator of the universe, is the source of satisfaction. Yeah, we shouldn't idealize the worldly objects, beloveds.
For to love and idolize worldly beloveds with the inner heart,
Heart is not there. Heart is for eternity.
which is the mirror of the eternally besought one.
That's a very important definition. Heart is the mirror of the eternally besought one. It means eternal God, eternal Lord, absolute Lord. Heart is the mirror of the eternal heart. So it shows the eternal heart, demonstrates the eternal heart. If you turn its face to the object itself, what is it? Heart definitely gets disappointed immediately. Pointless. Because only the eternal God can satisfy heart. Because from the very beginning of the discussion, the class today, we talked about what?
Attaching There are not two types of heart. You only have one heart, so you can only attach it
to the
source.
Creator.
You cannot attach
Mhm.
to the object.
Every human being is equal to the universe. So it means the heart of human beings can communicate with the whole qualities of the Creator manifested in the universe. That's your heart satisfaction. If you just reduce it to one object in the universe, heart doesn't get satisfied at all. Definitely, it will be disappointed. So this definition is important. We have to write it down actually. The heart is the mirror of the eternal Lord. Only looks for the mirror, looks for the eternal Lord. Nothing else can satisfy the heart.
For to love and idolize worldly beloveds with the inner heart, which is the mirror of the eternally besought one, oppresses the beloved. And he finds it disagreeable and rejects it.
So the heart doesn't get satisfied with a cup of tea or with the job itself.
Because man's nature rejects and casts away things that are contrary to it and unworthy of it.
Yeah, man's nature. That's how we are made. Okay?
Physical loves are outside our discussion.
It means that the two young people from different opposite genders come together for the sexual satisfaction, which they speak clearly, and they say we love, and after a minute it finishes. It is not our discussion itself. We think that we love.
Where is this outside discussion?
Because it is a misleading. It says very misleading. We think that we love. Actually, this is for just sexual satisfaction. They think.
Same thing applies to old people, man.
When we were young, we thought this is the only source of satisfaction in the world, but we understand that it wasn't. that means nothing. Really nothing. It's a temporary thing. That is in and of itself is excellent, but we have to use it again to understand the Creator and attach ourselves to the Creator of this type of things, everything. So inshallah we have to stop here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka anta al-alim al-hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.